2, 1. And we're here at the Northeast Area Rally of the FMCA in Essex Junction, Vermont. My name is John DePietro for RVE News, and I've got probably three, if this was the President, Vice President, and the Secretary of State of the United States of America, we've got Secret Service agents, we've got security everywhere, because this is the brass. These are the people that are in charge of what people think of RVing all around the world. Why don't we do this? Let's start with the young man on the left. Tell us your name and your title, and we'll go right across. And then that way here, I won't have to worry about pronouncing names.
Charlie Schrenkel, and I'm the National President of Family Motor Coach Association.
I'm Don Eversman, the Executive Director of Family Motor Coach Association.
I'm Judy Sarsti, Senior Vice President of the Family Motor Coach Association.
Okay, folks, let's start with Mr. President. How long have you been in your role? I understand you're brand new, and I understand you've got some dynamic ideas to bring to the membership. Is that correct?
July 20th, and I guess that's about 3.5 weeks. No more dynamic than what's been available to us all along. It's just that we're going to have to put our nose to the grindstone and get some work done.
And why is that, Mr. President?
2 years is not a long time. Our membership count is dwindling, and we have to rebuild our membership, and it can be done.
And does the economy have something to do with it, or is it just the population that's into RVing? Or let's throw another important thing out here, and folks other chime in on this as well. Has negative publicity, negative news about everything going on today, has that played an impact in your membership, in your operations?
It's multifaceted. Of course, the world economy over the past 2 years has had a definite impact on the industry, which we are closely tied to. There's that, there's the fuel prices, there's age of our memberships is getting to that point where they're hanging it up. They're not getting on a road as much. Some are quitting motorhoming. It's multifaceted. It is nowadays, some of our members aren't traveling more than 100 miles away from home. So they're putting their coaches in their driveways and they're polishing them, not blowing the dust off.
Okay. Don, as the executive director, as the paid staffer, if you will, of the organization, how do you reverse this trend? And I know that with a change of leadership, there's always new ideas that come in. What have you seen in the last few years?
Well, basically, I think the key thing on the membership decrease is the fact that people are not comfortable with the economy. They're not buying new motorhomes. And right now, the availability of motorhomes is not there. As the production is being geared up, I think we'll see new people getting confidence, buying motorhomes, and we'll have the opportunity to join in. But Charlie's starting some new activities with our members that are going to encourage them to recruit. Our best recruiters are our own members. And I think any association sees that, and they go after their members and encourage them to recruit. And that's exactly what Charlie's doing.
Okay. Judy, as far as the membership is concerned, the cost to be a member is ridiculously low, is it not?
Oh, absolutely. It's only $35 a year, and you get 3 times that, more than 3 times that in benefits.
Just the value of the magazine.
Exactly.
If you were to take the individual price of the magazine and multiply it by 12, it's certainly beyond $30.
Absolutely.
And the discounts and the member benefits.
We have one important member benefit that our members are really excited about.
What is that?
That's called our medical evacuation insurance, and we pay the premium for our members. And if they're more than 100 miles away from home and have to be medically evacuated, then that insurance will kick in. And that, it costs a lot of money if someone has to be evacuated, $10,000, $20,000.
Right.
So it's a wonderful member benefit, and our members are really excited about having that.
Right. Charlie, let's go back to you for just a second here, because we're in an industry that there always seems to be friction between manufacturers and dealers, and there's a lot of non-communication between dealers and campgrounds. And, whenever a person goes in for a repair, it's a question of, well, is it the body of the vehicle, or is it the house of the vehicle, or is it the the oven or the microwave or the air conditioning unit? As a leader in the organization, is there any way to try to get communication greater between the different facets of the industry, if you will?
It's a good question, and Don has been very active with the lemon law, trying to get a national lemon law that would not only protect our members, but also some of the dealers. And you're right, manufacturers make motorhomes, the dealers have to floor plan them, and as a result, sometimes the dealers are taking a hit when these coaches start coming back. And you're right, there are things moving in the background, and Don can attest to what he's done as far as sitting on the board of a national lemon law committee.
Right. Don, would you agree that, even though we're in economic challenging times, some of the lesser members of the manufacturing community may go away, and that may not be bad?
I think that the variety of products is good, and I hate to see manufacturers disappearing, because manufacturers that are no good are going to disappear automatically.
Right.
They're going to do that during good times.
Yep.
Unfortunately, a lot of what our businesses are based on is borrowing money, and those that were leveraged by borrowing money probably have run into more problems than those who are not. And losing them, fortunately, they're not going away the way we thought they were. They're being bought out. They're being started back up. But FMCA is a very unique organization. Not only do we have the owners of motorhomes as part of our association, we also have the products that RVers use. Those are part of the association also. So we have a commercial arm that are members the same as the family arms. And we work as an ombudsman between those two groups to solve a lot of the problems that you were asking Charlie about, where there is a product relationship problem with a manufacturer that a customer is having. And that really helps our members significantly when we have them as part of our membership.
Okay. Judy, you've been an active RVer for, what did you say, about 20 years now, 20, 21 years, that type of thing. If you had a seat at the board of major manufacturers, what would you tell them that you'd like to see included in the new motorhome that you buy, or totally get rid of because it's not practical and is not functional and just causes problems? What would you like to see added to your next unit?
Added to my, let's say taken away, my kitchen.
Take the kitchen away. Okay.
No, seriously though. In terms of added, I'm not sure that there's anything more that I want to have. We already have 4 slides. Maybe we could have a 5th if the back slid out, but that's a little bit ridiculous.
Actually, there are some
There are
Class
some
Cs
that
now
do
that
that.
the back does go out.
But I think the thing that as a consumer I would like to see is more and more emphasis on quality control when the product is produced.
In other words, coming right off the line, not having an owner drive 1,000 miles and then have a major issue and have to come back to either the factory
and
or the
we're
dealer.
hearing companies say that we're going to be putting more emphasis on that because of the state of the economy. And I think that the changes that we've seen in the industry are good. It's like a forest fire. It comes and it gets rid of all the dead wood, and you still then have a forest that's going to grow and prosper. And I think that's where we are.
Great. You know what? In our final minute, if any of you individually have anything to say, Charlie, about the industry, about bringing new people, new blood into the RVing community. What's the best way to do that?
Well,
Not to put you on the spot.
No, that's all right, but let me just go back for a moment to what you said previously about, this is a world economic financial problem. Homeowners have been foreclosed on. It's tough all over. Dealers are going out of business, not through their own fault, but simply because they cannot make it in this financial atmosphere. So a lot of that contributes to where we stand with our members. How can we get new members? We have a membership drive going on right now through our areas, through our area vice presidents, and we have to attract them. All we are is a motorhome club. We sell a lifestyle. We don't sell a product. And we sit around a campfire. I never knew as much about my motorhome until I joined Family Motor Coach Association and sat down with a chapter. And people around that campfire told me more about my motorhome than the dealer did when I bought it. But that's who we are. We're an association of like-minded, fun-loving, enjoy. We reached the stage in life where we're able to afford this type of lifestyle.
Great, and we want to thank you so much for spending time here in Vermont with us. And that's it for RVE News.